All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Benvenue's Corner. This is week 15, and we're going to play ourselves a football game today. That's all that's on the agenda. That's why there's no background music. There's no information to cover. We're just going to get right into the game. So, let's get going. Let me set up the game real quick. Make sure we got everything going right. Right. Oh, that's not right. We are using Dallas's playbook. See, that's why I looked. Harbaugh's defense, yes, that's right. Uniforms. Always like to get those blue shoes. There we go. Nope. There we go. Let's take a look at what the Celtic Tigers are going to rock today. Black. Oh, let's see if we can give them the green. There we go. That looks pretty good, actually. Alright. Let me clear my throat real quick. Sorry about that, to do that on mic, but rather get that out of the way now than during the game. There you can see Shaq Hennessy, still a level 1 coach, earning a few points here and there, just not a ton of experience. You can see Brian Cave is their superstar defensive tackle, who's having a great season. And our Sheldon Bates. There's Lincoln Cheeks, who could be a matchup nightmare today. At 6'5", 249, and a supreme athlete. It's going to be tough to find somebody on the defense who can match him. It might fall to Zaire Witherspoon. He's the biggest defensive back they have. And that could be something that perhaps the Celtic Tigers look to exploit. This could be the best passing offense in terms of weapons that the Sentinels have to deal with all year. They just have a lot of speedy guys, smaller guys, but speedy, shifty, agile, all with good hands. Then they have that big, speedy tight end who could create problems over the middle because the linebackers on this team for the Sentinels defense are just not that large. So both of these teams couldn't be more similar in terms of their schedule goes. Both are coming off of a 2-game win streak. The Celtic Tigers are second in their division behind the 9-4 Bulldogs. The Celtic Tigers sit at 7-6 behind coach Nicholas Gove, who is 73-52 lifetime and has 5 winning seasons, taken his team to the playoffs twice, has 5 playoff losses, and no Super Bowl wins. But last week, they had a win over the Panthers, a close one, 14-9, and in Week 13, they had a 10-point victory over the San Diego Crusaders. And there you can see the wild card picture. And there's Nicholas Cove, trying to pump up his players. Meanwhile, the Sentinels come in off of a 2-game winning streak as well. They beat, in Week 13, the Minnesota Vikings 22-14, and last week, the closest of close victories, a 1-point miraculous win. In the waning minutes, it came down to a last-minute field goal that was missed by the Miners. Let's see, what am I doing here? Slow, that's right. Just like me, to the end of the game. So, let's see. And the Sentinels are going to be ready to receive the kick. Kerr back in the end zone there. He'll take a knee, and we'll start out at the 25. That is kicker Kenton Holcomb on the kickoff. And here comes Kiefer Byrne. Last week, Kiefer Byrne had a bit of an underwhelming game performance. He was 22 of 34, 64% completion, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He was sacked 4 times, which is something that is a bit of concern lately. They had that problem early on, cleared it up, and now it's reared its ugly head again. Draw play to Triplett. He gets maybe a few, 3 maybe, on the first down carry. And here you see Radovich, Wagner filling in, Crockett, Hardy, and Beatles. Perry Wood, Kerr, Triplett, McCarthy, and White. And they got 4 on first down, so 1 more yard than I expected. Single back set. And another handoff up the middle. He's got some room, finds a lane, breaks a tackle, and he's got a first down. So this offensive line although it's a bit of a patchwork at the moment with the injury to Seth Costanzo, the starting right guard, is really pushing people around and open up lanes for Triplett. He's had back-to-back 100-yard games now, and he's looking for third. Single back again. That's Triplett. And go to the well again, and it's shut down. That's number 55 for the defense. Davion Newton, 6'2", 235-pound rookie who's got a lot of speed. Lawrence Caven Vick, Owens, King, Newton, Stevens. There is a lot of talent on this defense. Stills, Blackley, Frost, and Ballard. Frost is 6'4" as a safety. Big man back there. That looks like Kerr might be in the backfield now. Hand off to Kerr up the middle. He's got some room. Runs over a defender. Tyson Kerr with an 8-yard gain. The rookie, 4th-round draft pick. Single back again. That looks like Triplett's back. And why change? Oh, he's going to drop that pass. Got time. Finds his man. That is Big Perry Wood, 6'4", 230 pounds for the first down. And Perry Wood has come on like gangbusters the last few weeks. Had 2 games of over 150 yards and 2 touchdowns apiece. And then he got injured in that 3rd game. Still had a touchdown in that game. The last week, Wood caught 7 passes for 73 yards and a touchdown. It was not a very big, explosive game. Really, he had the only touchdown on the game. The rest of it was field goals and a safety. Triplett gets the handoff off right tackle, and that's shut down immediately. It looks like number 98. That is Malik Lawrence. 6'246". And he just beat the block, came off the edge, and beat the double team. Look at that. What a play. And that's what I'm saying. This Celtic Tiger defense has some stars. Back to pass and shotgun. Scans the field. Got his man. Oh, almost picked off. Number 23. That might have been 28, Kelvin Stills. Checks it down. Got a little bit. Almost got rid of that defender. Number 54 made a shoestring tackle to save the first down. That was Stackhouse on the reception. And number 54, Terrence King, their leading tackler. He is 9th in the league with tackles with 103. Now make that 104. There's Stackhouse. There's a punt from Parsons, who is a master at this, getting it inside the 20. And he didn't call for a fair catch. That was Hamner, the running back. Connor Hamner. We've seen this from Tyson Kerr. Here comes Deshaun Gregory. You see his very good numbers on the year. Low interceptions, good touchdowns, almost 3,000 yards. Last week, he was 24-36, good for 66% completion. 267 yards, a touchdown and an interception. He was sacked 4 times. And a story to watch here is their left tackle. There's the toss. Oh, perfect blocking. Well executed. He's got a lane. He's running away from the defense. He could go all the way. 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Celtic Tigers. And that's a punch in the gut to this Sentinels defense, who is struggling mightily against the run this year. They must have scouted this and saw that that edge play is weak, because they just blocked everyone. It did not work at all. And on for the extra point is Kenton Holcomb. I was about to mention the problem they have on the offensive line. They didn't have any problems there, but maybe I'll get to it on their next drive. So that quick, on one play, a huge touchdown run. And this Sentinels defense has to figure out something. Hennessy has inherited a very weak team, and he patched the holes as best he could. Kerr will take the kick and down it in the end zone for a touchback. No return. So how can the Sentinels answer against this strong defense? Well, they're probably going to turn to Dalton Triplett, which they've been doing a lot lately. But Byrne is going to have to step it up. His play has kind of come down the last couple of weeks. He's had a turnover, a couple of fumbles, an interception, his 8th on the year, which he hadn't done in a while. They're going to try a toss play of their own. Triplett can't get away from the defender, though. That's might be a loss of a yard. It was. Number 27 is Gilbert Blackley, their strong safety, 5'10", 198. And he just diagnosed that. Yep, he knew it was run from the get-go and just see ball, get ball. That's all that was. And just made a great tackle. Triplett's not known as a power back. He's not going to bulldoze people over. He's going to make a miss in open field. So 2nd and 11 now. And a little quick hitter there, and that's going to be bottled up. That is Donnell White on the reception, and number 34, Diamond Frost, the 6'4", excellent zone cover safety, just shut that down. That's not fooling anybody. Yep, just read it perfectly and broke on the ball before Donnell White could really get anything going upfield. So, not very good game calling right here so far. Not fooling anybody. Shotgun formation now. And he's going to have to dial it up deep. He's got time. Slings it out to the outside to Dalton Triplett out of the backfield, but that's not going to be enough for a first down. 4th and 4 now. That's Brandon Ransom, the slot corner. 5'11", 206 on the tackle. Yeah. When you need 12 or 13 yards and you only throw it 8 yards down the field, guess what happens? You're not going to get the first down. Parsons punts it away. That didn't go inside the 20, but met immediately by the special teams. It looks like Zaire Witherspoon and I think that's Parton. Kent Patton. 28 on the tackle. Single back for the Celtic Tigers. Now, they had that one-play touchdown. Sentinels are going to be looking to improve on that. Handoff up the middle. He's got some room and just gashing the defense. So Marcus Blades was finally able to bring him down, but that's after he got into the secondary. Had some help from Sean Stewart, number 56. They're going to have to... That's Harvey Dickerson, who is a Superstar X, 6'0", 202 pounds. He's number 12 in the league in rushing, but he's already had a big day. He's already over 100 yards today with a touchdown on 3 carries. So he's about to move way up the charts. 2nd and 3 now. Goes Cheeks in motion, the tight end. Fakes the handoff. Down the field, and that is caught by number 16, Damon Hurts, 6'1", 199. Very good speed and very good hands. Let's see, he just beats the zone. And the quarterback, Gregory, able to just drop it inside. Throws it over the linebackers, gets it in front of the safeties. Perfect play. 1st and 10 now in Sentinels territory at the 38. And it's a draw play up the middle and instantly met in the backfield by London Bates. Is the running back, Harvey Dickerson. London Bates, as we know, is the leading tackler in the league. Number 1 overall. He's also in the tops of the league for tackles for loss. And he's tied for 8th with 8 passes deflected. There's a run off the edge and bottled up there. I'm trying to read the number. Number 50, that is James Christ, the run-stopping linebacker, doing exactly what he's supposed to do from that middle linebacker spot. He subs in on base, while Denario Blanton is now the pass coverage linebacker in passing situations. So, good play by Chris there. Tackle him in the backfield. 3rd and 12 now. Back to pass, has some time. Goes deep over the middle, and that's overthrown. Threw it into traffic, though. That'll bring up 4th down. Speaking about Bates being tied for 8th, he's tied with 2 other teammates, with Nate Youngblood and Zaire Witherspoon, are all tied for 8th in the league with 8 passes deflected. And you see Youngblood on cover there, along with LaMarcus Blades. And it's probably better that he overthrew it, because that could have been an interception. So back to the punt is Zach Matthews. And this one's going to be waved off, goes in the end zone for a touchback. So they're going to start from their own 20. And Orlando has not been looking great. The defense shored up a little bit, but that run game is really, really a problem. Their run defense really needs some help. Under center is Byrne. Single back. It's going to be Triplett. Hand him off to him. He's got some room, but instantly met. Looks like number 54 on the tackle, Terrence King, middle linebacker. Only 2 on the carry for Triplett. And they're going to go to the well again. He's got some room, but my goodness, the safety is there to read that one, number 23. And they don't... I'm sorry, but they don't have a number 23 listed on their roster. And there is a completed pass down the field. Looks like Donnell White with the reception for a 1st down. So that's a big play on 3rd down. They needed that. 12 yards. There's Hennessy getting fired up. Looks like he ran a curl. Come back to the quarterback. There it is. Plants his foot. Turns around. Shows his numbers. Perfectly run. He ran off the corner there, Stills, who is an excellent, excellent man corner. So that gives you an idea of how well that route was run to fool Kelvin Stills, who is a superstar, excellent man cover corner. Give you an idea, Stills is 10th in the league with pass deflections. There's a handoff to Triplett up. No, that's Kerr up the middle for a couple. So the run defense of the Celtic Tigers is showing very, very strong today. There's a delayed handoff. Triplett tries to make a move, but that's going nowhere. Only a gain of maybe 4 on that. Shotgun. Looks like Stackhouse might be in the backfield there. Passes it over the middle. Dangerous pass, almost picked off. A couple of defenders there for the Celtic Tigers had their hands on it. And a risky pass for Kiefer Byrne. He's looking a little rocky today. And you can see the middle linebacker, number 55, had his hands on it. That's Devion Newton, the rookie. Looks like he's going to have a bright future. He's very, very athletic. Pretty good in coverage as well. Pretty good cover backer. And Parsons is back to punt again. This one goes inside the 20 to the 10. And again, the special teams is there to stop him almost immediately. That's Zaire Witherspoon, the slot corner on the tackle. And Hamner on the return, the number 2 running back. There you see the numbers for Harvey Dickerson. He came in with only 819 yards on the season, which was good enough for 12th. And so he's no slouch, but he was not running like this. Huge explosion by him today. Pass out of the over the middle. Number 19? Or was that? Number 19 is Matt Garfield, 5'11", 194. Very good speed, very good hands. There's that toss play again. He's got a lead blocker. And, well, looks like Aaron Kershaw was able to finally get there, along with some help from number 53. There's a handoff up the middle. Runs into a gang of tacklers after a gain of maybe 3 or 4. Sheldon Bates in on the tackle. Here we see that defense. Tracy Felton, Sheldon Bates, McMillan and Hunt. Stewart, Bates, and Malone. In the secondary, Kershaw, Youngblood, Blades, and Lamb. Kershaw is a star. Top in the league in passes defended and interceptions. Another handoff off the middle. He's looking for some room, but not going to do it. Shut down by number 94, Vernon Hunt. Still 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. The Sentinels' offense just hasn't been clicking. It's 3rd and 3 now. Shotgun has some time. Pass over the middle, and looks like it's caught. 1st down. That's Damon Hurts. Now, Hertz is not their primary receiver. Last week it was Fitzgerald, who had 7 catches for 102 yards with 1 touchdown. But this offense spreads the ball around to all the receivers. They don't have one big guy like we do with Perry Wood on the Sentinels, who has 1,000 yards and all the touchdowns. They distribute the ball everywhere to all their receivers and their tight end. So 1st and 10 now. Fakes the handoff. He's got some time, dials it up over the middle, and that's complete. Looks like number 17 there. Dwayne Fitzgerald, who had the big game last week. I just mentioned him, and right on cue, he makes a catch for a 1st down. And now they're going to test this Sentinels' #1 pass defense. Best in the game at it. And this offense does not turn the ball over. They are a very, very good ball control offense. Conversely, their defense does not create a lot of turnovers. There's a little wide receiver screen going nowhere. And Julius Lamb and Tanner Malone both there to shut that one down. Didn't fool anyone. Yeah, just not the right play for that situation. I think Gregory just made a bad read there. It's supposed to be a timing play to catch him off balance, and it just didn't work. 2nd and 13 now. Gregory back to pass. He's got some time. Here comes Malone under pressure and throws it away. Yep, that pressure causes problems. That could have been risky. 3rd and 13 now. Shotgun with Max Pro. And dials it up short and throws it out of bounds. That one almost hit Shaq Hennessy on the sideline. So he was feeling some pressure, hearing some footsteps, and just got rid of it. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away again. We talked about the problem that the offensive line might have. The Celtic Tigers' left tackle is really struggling in allowing sacks this year, so that might be something that Vernon Hunt, when he is on rush, and Tanner Malone might be able to exploit. And that's going to check up. Will it get in the end zone? Ooh, just barely. The Sentinels caught a break there. That could have put them in really bad field position to start the game. Start the drive. The game's already been started. It's already in the 2nd quarter. And Byrne is out on the field. He's going to try to rally his troops. Triplett has not been able to get it done on the ground so far. In the passing game, sporadic at best. Delayed handoff up the middle, and Triplett's got some room, breaks the tackle, but brought down by a combination of 27, Gilbert Blackley, and it looked like the middle linebacker, number 55, Davion Newton. Shotgun formation now. Hits his man out of the backfield. He's got some room and got away from the initial tackle, but the second wave came in. The linebackers, Terrence King and Davion Newton, both were there to shut him down, but not after he picks up a 1st down. And that's something this offense has been doing, is incorporating Triplett more in the passing game. He is a decent receiving running back, and that looks like Kerr spelling Triplett and getting nothing. Make that a loss of a yard by tackle made by Blackley, the strong safety. He's just reading run all the way, just comes up from a safety position and just can't beat great play recognition from a veteran player. Sometimes they just can diagnose quickly and get to where the ball's going at the point of attack. Single back again. This looks like Kerr. Maybe, no, that's, you can't tell. It is Kerr. And again, off right side, not much blocking. He'll get 1. So 3rd and 10 now. Shotgun formation. Scans the field. He's got a man over the middle. And he drops the pass. That's Triplett. Not able to come up with it. So we mentioned he's a decent receiver, but that's why he doesn't play wide receiver. That's why he's a running back. And Stackhouse is known as having the best hands on the team out of the running backs, but Triplett's not too far behind him. Parsons back to punt. It's up and away inside the 20, and again, the special teams. That's Patton and Zaire Witherspoon. Kent Patton and Zaire Witherspoon just streaking downfield, giving that returner no chance. And there are the numbers for Dickerson. 7 for 120 in the 2nd quarter, with plenty of time before half. He could have a 200-yard game. And they're going to hand it off to him up the middle, and he's got a little crease. Picks up, I'd say, 5 yards. Maybe more. Single back. Fakes the handoff. Here comes the rush. Gets it underway, but the pass rush disrupts the timing and made the throw a little inaccurate. Shotgun again. Back to pass. Here comes some pressure. Hunt. And that one is caught. He's able to deliver it on time and on target to Matt Garfield. One of the very talented receivers on this team. And he just bodied up. Looks like, is that Zaire Witherspoon? And that's, the mismatch there is, although Zaire might have the height, which he does, he's 6'1". Garfield's 5'11", so not much of, but Garfield has the speed advantage. Zaire is not as gifted of an athlete. And he passes it deep. That's broken up by, looks like LaMarcus Blades, the free safety. 2nd and 10, I formation now. Fullback Clinton Godfrey checking in, 6'3", 251, big lead blocker. Play action, here comes a rush. That's Tracy Felton, the left end. We haven't called his name in a while. With his 5th sack on the year. So he's on base, he's the left end, and on pass rushing downs, he comes in as the rush D tackle. And he just had no chance. Yep, try to block him with a tight end, that does not work. Just shed it easily, and he comes up and gets Gregory in the backfield. Gregory didn't even see it coming. So 3rd and 17 now. That's going to really help the defense get this Celtic Tigers team off the field. Here comes a rush up the middle. That looks like Denario Blanton on the middle linebacker blitz. And that's what this disguise 3-4 does. It's not, you're not just trying to disguise whether it's a 4-3 or a 3-4. It's, you don't know where the blitz is coming from because it just comes from everywhere. You can see both linebackers were blitzing on that. And they just didn't have enough blockers to account for them. That's all that is. They didn't have a running back there to chip block. And it was deer in headlights time. So, good defensive play calling there. The punt from Matthews to Kerr, and he's going to get met by number 35, Brandon Ransom, their slot corner. So, the defense has shored themselves up and have really stepped up. They let up that big touchdown, but it's been nothing really since then. But this offense has been on miscues all day long so far. They're going to have to get something going. So here comes Triplett. He gets away from an initial tackler, runs over another man. But number 28, Kelvin Stills, is able to bring him down after a gain of only 3. So that was all Triplett on that one. Not much blocking. Here comes the handoff, and that one's diagnosed immediately as well. That's 59. Nazir Owens, the left outside linebacker. Sorry, 3rd and 6 now. Kerr in the backfield. Back to pass. Over the middle, and that's Mick McCarthy with the reception and a first down. First time we've called his name. He just continues to be a steady performer. When they need a big play, they go to Perry Wood. If they need a tough catch over the middle, it's usually Mick McCarthy they go to. And you can just see him hauling that one in. Found the soft spot in the zone. And met by number 54, there's Terrence King, their leading tackler. Bunch of tight ends on the field. A lot of heavy beef out there. This looks like a run. Maybe they go play action. Nope, run up the middle. And I tell you, this Celtic Tigers defense is just swarming. They're selling out for the run. They know it's coming. Only a gain of 3. Another handoff. Got the block. That's Kerr. Sheds a tackle, but tripped up. And he's got a first down. Speedy little back. He's been filling in very nicely. Last week he got 10 carries and 40 yards in spelling Dalton Triplett the starter. So in Celtic Tigers territory, getting ready to go into the red zone. That's Perry Wood at the top of the screen going in motion. Handoff up the middle and immediately met in the backfield by Davian Newton. Just sent on the run blitz, and Triplet had no chance. Yeah, hard to do anything when you don't even block the man, but you see they just sent more than the Sentinels could block, and it made it look easy. Just shot the gap. So now they're going to bring in an extra blocker with Terrence Durham, the fullback, and it's a quick hitter to Perry Wood. Did he catch it? I don't think so. 3rd and 11. That was a bit of a low pass, off target. Perry did his best to try to catch it, but no doing. Empty backfield, over the middle. Wow! Donnell White! It looks like the corner was going for the pick, and it just got over his head. Gambled on it and misread the play. That's number 28, Kelvin Stills. It was a very good cover. He just misread that play. And there was nobody back deep to help him. That's 34 giving chase, but it was already 2. That was Diamond Frost, and he does not have the catch-up speed. Donnell White is one of the faster receivers on the Sentinels team. So now it's all tied up. New ball game. Middle of the second quarter. Here comes Wes McGuire for the kick after touchdown. And it is, now I can call it a point after touchdown because he converted it. It's not a point after touchdown until he makes the point. It's just a kick. So now that's got to give the defense some energy. They've been fighting and clawing their way to keep this team off the scoreboard. And the Sentinels offense finally able to respond with a big hitter. Burned to Donnell White. And that's going to be knelt down in the end zone by Thurston. Vernon Thurston, a speedy wide receiver, is a very talented return man. There you see Blanton on the middle linebacker blitz. There's Lamb making a tackle there. Nice catching. Good offensive attack by the Celtic Tigers. They've found something, but the defense on the Sentinels have been able to react to it. Back to pass, has plenty of time. And if you give anybody that much time, they're going to find an open man. The defense can't cover it for that long. That is number 17, Dwayne Fitzgerald. Great hands. Only 6 foot, 176 pounds, so not a physical guy, but really good slot receiver. And you see him waving to, I beat the zone. I beat the zone. Got away from London Bates. As good as London Bates is, he doesn't have that kind of speed to keep up with Dwayne Fitzgerald. Fakes the handoff, has some time, down deep, and that's contended. And that is Zaire Witherspoon, the tall cornerback, making the play. So he's a physical guy. If he can get on his receiver, not usually going to let up the play. Here comes a fake handoff, play action, deep down the middle. Leaping catch between 2 defenders. That's Matt Garfield with the amazing catch. And he just went up and got it. There's nothing more you can say about that. He's got coverage underneath and over top. LaMarcus Blades and Julius Lamb. And it looks like Lamb just got a little out of position and jumped a little too late to make the play. Nice adjustment to the ball there by Fitzgerald. Or Garfield, sorry. Single back. Play action fake. Here comes the rush. He's got time down the field, and it's picked off! Underthrown. And I can't see the number, and he returns. That's LaMarcus Blades, the free safety, just read it perfectly. And if there's a knock on Deshaun Gregory, it's that his deep ball is not that accurate. And you can see, well, they're showing the highlight of the reception and not the interception. So I'm not sure what Madden was doing there. That's a Madden glitch, not mine. Burn and shotgun with Triplet flanked out to his right. And he passes it out to Triplet, who's got the reception, but not going to get any more, as number 27, Gilbert Blackley, was there to shut him down. So a gift for the Sentinels in the waning moments of the half. Over the middle, that's caught. And that's Donnell White, who has really stepped up his game today. We usually are calling Perry Wood's name a lot, Over the middle deep. And that's the rookie receiver, Parrish McCarthy, with the reception. And a first down. The Sentinels are marching. Time to pass over the middle. That looks like Perrywood. No, I am incorrect. That was Dalton Triplett for a gain of 3. It's just very hard from the press box to see these numbers of these receivers. Stills in on that tackle. 2nd and 7 now. Back to pass. He got some time over the middle, and it's off the hands of a defender intended for Mick McCarthy. I like to call him. I think this first time I tried to call him Mike. 3rd and 7 now. Drops back, has time over the middle, dumps it off, and that's not going to get a first down. The check down to Triplett. And this is going to be a long field goal try for Wes McGuire, and he has struggled, well documented, from kicks 50 and longer. He is 3 for 13. He did make a 50-yard field goal last game, and he's going to try one again. This looks like a 52-yard field goal if my math is correct. The kick is up. It's got the distance, and it is good! Wes McGuire with the field goal to give his Sentinels the 10-7 lead with only seconds left in the half. And that's got to bump up his confidence. I was talking to Coach Hennessy. Wes McGuire has the leg to make those 50-yarders, and he just thinks that it's a confidence issue. He missed one, and then it kind of snowballed. And that is Thurston on the return. He gets it out to about the 28, 13 seconds left. Looks like they're just going to run out the clock here and keep it 10-7 at the half. And there's Dickerson. He's got a first down. Could have had more. They call a timeout. I guess a Hail Mary try here. They do have another timeout, so if they do catch it with enough time, they could call a timeout. Fires it deep over the middle and bobbled, and hits the turf. Incomplete. Whoa. It seemed like it was up there for a minute and a half. There's Kershaw and Hurts, Damon Hurts, exchanging words at the half. It didn't look like they were getting invited to Christmas dinner. So it's 10-7 at the half. A 3-point lead for the Sentinels. And here comes the halftime. It'll be interesting to see if we get a report out of Columbus. We've got the Dreadnoughts and Toronto Huskies, and the Dreadnoughts have a 3-point lead at the half. Good over 3. Max Good. There's the Armadillos and the Bisons. And the Bisons up big at the half, 27-6. So the Bisons look like they're well on their way to moving 9-5 on the season. And we're going to get Brooklyn and Minnesota. And Minnesota's got the lead at the half, 14-7 over the Bulls. So we're going to have to check in on the Explorers a little later and see how they're doing in their game, because they lead the division by 1 game. There you see Harvey Dickerson on his huge run to start this game for the Celtic Tigers, and it was looking bad for the Sentinels early, but the defense, readjusted and have shut everything down since. There's Byrne, who was rocky early. You see the gamble there by Kelvin Stills. Normally a very solid man cover. He just misread it. And now the Tigers are going to get the kick at half and down it in the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at their own 25. So let's see what adjustments these coaches make at the halftime. There you see the numbers for Gregory. 7 of 15, 107, and that costly turnover that turned to points, which is a story of the game. The Sentinels are second in the league in turnover difference, and met immediately by a host of Sentinels defenders is Harvey Dickerson, so a gain of a yard. Single back. That was Hunt that led the charge. Off right side, read well by Julius Lamb. Now, he is a gambler at corner. He has a lot of speed, but he can be taken advantage of because he gambles. He will read, and he does not second-guess himself. He says, this is the play, I'm going 110% on that, and if I'm wrong, oh well. But he read that one perfectly, and he stops Dickerson in the backfield. Looks like loss of 2, because it was 2nd and 9. Shotgun formation, drops back. And, that one's batted away almost. Tracy Felton might have had an interception there, but was able to knock it away. So a 3 and out quickly for the Celtic Tigers. That's not how they wanted to start the half. Oh, it was London Bates. I'm sorry. I saw Felton in the way there, but it was London Bates in coverage, who has really come on as a rookie. What a find for this Sentinels defense. Looks like they have the middle of their defense shored up. Kerr's got some blocking, gets away from the tackle, spins off a man. Second wave comes in, but that's a great punt return for Kerr, and you never know. He is a dangerous returner. He's already got a punt return for a touchdown this season. There you see the numbers for Byrne, who's having a much better game this week than he has his past 2 weeks so far. 12 to 17 with a touchdown. They're going to go shotgun with Triplet flanked to his right. Handoff up the middle. Triplet's got a little bit of room, but shut down after a gain of maybe 5 or 6. Give him 6 on the carry. Looks like the middle linebackers converged. Pay action pass. Oh! Almost intercepted over the middle. Trying to read. It looks like number... Couldn't see the number. 53, Julian Stevens, perhaps? Shotgun. Drops back to pass. Timing play. That's out to Donnell White, is it? 87? Yes. Donnell White really stepping up. 4 catches today, 56 yards. This is one of his more productive games. His other productive game was when Perry Wood went down with an injury. He had 6 catches for about 56 yards. So Donnell White really stepping up in that number 2 role. You might remember there was some controversy with B.J. Sullivan asking for a release. They ultimately granted that. And Donnell White had to step up in the number 2, and he's responding well. Single back. Twin tight ends right. That is Ramsey, the number 2 tight end in motion. Across the formation, up the middle. He's got a little bit of a gap, but closed well by number 54, Terrence King, who is one of the better linebackers in the league. 2nd and 7 now. That's Ramsey going across the motion, going across the formation in motion again. There's a room off left tackle, but it's closed up very quickly by Gilbert Blackley, who read run and guessed correctly. 3rd and 4 now. Burning shotgun, scans the field. He's got time, finds his man. That is Mick McCarthy for the first down. He loves Mick McCarthy. At 6'6", 260 pounds, you can understand why. He's a nice big target. And there's 6'4", Diamond Frost with the tackle, but couldn't shut down the play. Just well blocked. This offensive line is really protecting Kiefer Byrne. That's been a question as of late. They let up 4 sacks last week. Uncharacteristically, left guard Matt Hardy, who's moved to right guard. There's either encroachment. Right guard Matthew Hardy, who has been nearly perfect all season, let up 2 sacks last week alone. But they've been going up against some very talented defensive lines. And this team is no slouch. They have a lot of good talent up front, especially Brian Cave, their superstar XD tackle. Fakes the handoff, play action, got time in the end zone, and it's batted away. Well defended there. I got to find out who 23 is. I read their roster, and I did not see a 23. Single back, handoff up the middle. Triplet's got no room. That's 28 Ballard in on the stop. 3rd and 5 now. Back to pass. He dumps it off to White, who has enough for a first down. Looked like a little in route. And just beat the coverage. Just perfect timing play. They found the hole in the zone coverage. They have very good man coverage, but the zone coverage not quite as good. And the defense is fired up. There's London Bates firing up his troops, saying, yeah, it looks like we're going to get more of a lead and just keep shutting them down on defense like we have been. 1st and goal now from the 7. Power formation. Fakes the handoff. And dump off to Mick McCarthy. Good for a couple. First, that's Tyler Ramsey, the 2nd tight end that made that catch. And another pass over the middle. That's Perry Wood. We haven't been calling his name lately. And that's no gain on that. So 3rd and goal at the 5. Drops back to pass. Scans the field. Has some time back at the end zone. Touchdown! And that is Donnell White, who is having a huge game. 16-7 now. Pending the PAT, could extend the lead to 17. And just a perfect pass at the back of the end zone. It looks like the strong safety Frost just got lost in the zone coverage, didn't pick up his man. And able to sneak by in the back of the end zone was Donnell White, and Kiefer Byrne found him. Kick is up, and it is good. It's now a 10-point lead for the Orlando Sentinels. And congratulations there from Coach Hennessy to his troops. Liking what his offensive line is doing, keeping the quarterback clean. And that's going to be down by Vernon Thurston for a touchback. We'll start out from the 25. Here comes Gregory, who's been rather shaky. He's got some really good weapons out there between his wide receivers and his tight end, but they just haven't been able to put it all together yet. You've seen it in glimpses what they can do. Some big plays here and there. And they're going to hand it off up the middle, and pushing his way into the backfield, I believe that was Tracy Felton, the left end. Was able to beat the block. That was Tracy Felton. Back to pass. Checks it down to Harvey Dickerson out of the backfield, and that's Tanner Malone shutting down the run. Shutting down the pass. That was not a run. And Hennessy getting fired up. He knows what's on the line. Both of these teams are in second place in their division. A loss by either of these teams could effectively push them out of the divisional race and even the wild card. Now, currently, the Sentinels hold the first wild card spot. But a loss here could be devastating to that, depending on what happens with the Explorers. He's got all day to pass, finds his man, that is caught. Is it enough for a first down? No, it is not. Just short. That is Dwayne Fitzgerald with the catch and Julius Lamb in the coverage. Number 23 may be Antoine Ballard, their number 2 corner. That would make sense why he's been on the field so much. And Ballard, if that is him, is tied for second place with 4 interceptions. So he is a very good cover corner as well. Kerr back to punt, kick to return the punt, and he does not call for a fair catch there, and he pays for it. And that is something we've seen from him quite a bit this year. I'm sure Coach Hennessy and the coaching staff are going to have a nice long discussion with him at the end of the year to say, hey, look, rookie, you can't keep doing that. And that's going to be Triplett in the backfield, twin tight ends, fakes the handoff, got time, dials it up deep, he's got a man, but he's going to overthrow everyone. So that was intended for Perry Wood, and we've seen him try to go deep to Perry Wood numerous times this season with various degrees of success. There's the handoff to Triplett. Little indecision. Bobs and weaves his way up through the middle, and he's going to pick up about maybe 6 yards. Empty backfield now. Wide receivers all over the field. For the Sentinels, drops back to pass, has time, finds his man. That's Perry Wood breaking a tackle and picking up the first down. Using that 6'4" body to just plow over these little speedy secondary corners. And that is a match I was wondering about, is if these man cover corners, they're a little bit on the small side, and Perry Wood is a big man, and he's able to use that body to get open, get position, and just shove people out of his way. Hand off to Triplett, and he's tripped up in the backfield. That looks like number 99, Zach Vick, who is 8th in the league in tackles for loss with 12. There's another handoff to Triplett, and he's got a first down. We're close to it. Good run off left side. They are going to give him the first down. And he just gets some great blocking downfield. Good push from the offensive lineman, the left side of the field, with the left tackle, C.J. Radovich, and Shaquem Wagner, the left guard now. And there's another good carry. That's Stackhouse getting 6 yards. So Shaquem Wagner filling in since the injury to Costanzo has done a pretty good job as a rookie, stepping in and just doing what he can to help his team out. There's another handoff. Got the block. Key block there for Kerr. Sprung that and kept that lane open. Good block there. Had that block not been sealed off, he would have been tackled in the backfield. There's Triplett bouncing off, trying to find some running room and just not getting it. Only a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 now from the 42 of the Celtic Tigers. And that is Josh Cantwell, the number 3 tight end, going across the formation and motion. There's another handoff, and he's got some blocking this time, just short of the first down, it looks like. Gain of 6. That's Kerr. 3rd and 1 now. Bunch formation just off right tackle. Drops back to pass. Man over the middle, and he drops it. Mick McCarthy with a rare drop. He is normally as sure can be. And Byrne can't believe it. He's like, you were wide open, I hit you right in the hands, perfect pass, and it just went right through his fingers. So that's going to be Wes McGuire coming in for, it looks like, another 52-yard kick. Is that right? Oh, it's blocked! Blocked and recovered, and it doesn't look like anyone is going to catch him. That is number 27 on the return, Gilbert Blackley, the strong safety. And I didn't see who got the block. It happened so fast. My goodness. And that changes the complexion of this game. Just in one play. We see, there's the block, but I can't see who did it. Not a very good replay there from Madden. We'll have to find out. They're going to come in for the PAT. This could make it a 3-point game if this kick is good by Holcomb. It is up and good. 17-14 now in the waning seconds of the third quarter. Holcomb has had his struggles kicking. He's only 68% for field goals this year. He's just missed a lot from 50 and beyond, and we can feel that pain with Wes McGuire. I'm not sure if there was a little bit of bobble on the hold on that kick block, but it just didn't come together fast enough. You know, you gotta have everything just perfect to make a 50-yard field goal or more, and it just didn't come together. So after the touchback from the 25, here come the Sentinels. Handoff up the middle, and the lane closes quickly with those 2 middle linebackers. That's Devion Newton, the speedy middle linebacker, and we're going to start the fourth quarter. Sentinels holding on to a slim lead by a field goal, up 3 points. And that looked like maybe no gain on the first down carry. They'll give him a gain of 1. And another handoff up the middle. He breaks it off right tackle, but Kerr's going to have nowhere to go. It's number 28, Kelvin Stills. The man cover corner just crashing down from the corner position. Just must have read run the whole way. He was not fooled. Yeah, you can see him peeking into the backfield the whole time. And he knew. He knew it was a run. Single back now, 3rd and 10. Back to pass. He's got some time. Finds his man. And that's picked off! Number 35, Ransom, the slot corner. He just jumped the route. And that's Burns' 9th interception on the year. You can see, just a last minute, he undercut the route. I can't tell, was that intended for Parrish McCarthy, the rookie? It was. And he just did, yeah, that was a sloppy route by the rookie, and Ransom just undercut it, got his hands on the ball. Great play by the slot corner there. And that's a teachable moment for the rookie. You got to run crisp routes. You got to fight for that ball from the defender because they're not going to just let you have it. It's a great field position here for the offense. Celtic Tigers, and Gregory over the middle to his great receiving tight end, Lincoln Cheeks. So inside the red zone now, threatening to score, 2nd and 5. Looks like Dickerson in the backfield. They drop back to pass. He's got plenty of time into the end zone and throws it out of the end zone. Couldn't quite dial it up. So 3rd and 5 now. And he's going to give it to his running back, Dickerson, who's fighting for the first down, but I don't think he got there. 13 rushes, 141 yards and a touchdown, but just short. Hunt there to make the tackle, and you got to think they'll take the points here because that will tie up the game. You can see, look at him fighting for the extra yards, carrying men with him. He's like, he would not be denied. Got to admire the heart of Harvey Dickerson, just trying everything he can, fighting for those extra yards. And here comes Holcomb for a chip shot field goal. Kick us up. And it is good. We got a tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen, in the 4th quarter. And here we are now with the Sentinels in another close game. Who would have thought? 2 teams, number 2 in their division, fighting for the top spot. And it's coming down to the wire. The kickoff from Holcomb curves back deep. And he's going to kneel this one down for a touchback. Thought about returning it for a minute, but then thought better of it. So with just under 13 minutes, here comes Byrne after the costly turnover, just worst possible time. And that is something he's going to have to work on. He's improved over last year. Single back, fakes the handoff. He gets a block. He's got time, but now he runs out. And that's number 53, Julian Stevens with the sack, the right outside linebacker. He initially picked up the block. You see the fake. Dalton Triplett picks up the block. He's got time, and then it's just coverage sack. He just ran out of time. Couldn't find a person to throw it to. That was Kerr, actually. And you see number 53 beat the block of C.J. Radovich. 2nd 19. Big gamble, but when it pays off, it can pay off big, but when it backfires, there's play action pass. He got time. Going to check it down. Don't think he was in bounds. So call that incomplete. 3rd and 19. Shotgun formation. Single back. Perry Wood in motion at the top of your screen. And he checks it down out of the backfield. That's not going to get it done. I don't understand that play call. That's Stackhouse. Picks up a few, but that's not doing anybody any good other than the punter to give him a little bit more room to work with. And there's Ballard with the tackle. He wasn't fooled. Nice veteran corner. Yep, and that is number 23. I don't know if there was a uniform change, but he was number 21 when I scouted their team. I will make that correction now. I assumed it was after I saw his number being on the field so much. I knew that couldn't be a sub player. Parsons to punt it, gets away a big one to the 30. He jukes out the first defender, but second man in, able to make the tackle. I think that was Kent Patton again. He's been all over the special teams field. And that tie ball game, the Celtic Tigers looking to take the lead on this drive. Improve the records to 8-6. Move up that division. Have the London Bulldogs manage to lose a game. Drop back to pass. Has a man out of the backfield. That's Dickerson. For a gain of 4. Dickerson, a very good receiving back. Fakes the handoff, rolls out, and right into Tanner Malone, who now has his 13th sack on the season. He's number 2 in the league. The league leader has 15. Tanner's right behind him now with his 13th sack. And there is the left tackle. And I was wondering about this matchup. Chapman just cannot fight off the relentless pursuit of Tanner Malone. And sometimes he will get Vernon Hunt as a matchup, which could be even worse, because Hunt has a lot of strength and a lot of speed. 3rd and 14 now. Drops back to pass. Here comes some rush, but might have felt that pressure some because he overthrew his man by a wide margin. So Gregory getting a little shaken up after that sack by Malone. Speaking of sacks, the Celtic Tigers will be on defense. They have a lot of sacks as a team, but as individuals, it just comes from many different sources. They don't have a Tanner Malone with, I have 12 and 13, and the next guy has 4 or 5. They have several guys with 6, 7, 5, and it just comes from everywhere. So the defense once again answers the call, and it's up to the offense to put some points on the board. Single back set, a handoff up the middle, and gaining a few is Tyson Kerr, and I'm wondering why we're seeing a lot of Kerr. If Triplett went out with an injury, because I did not see one reported. Gain of 4 on first down. And there's a handoff up the middle for Kerr again. Make that Stackhouse. He gains only a couple. Back to pass. Has a man, and he overthrows him. Just a miscommunication there between Byrne and what looked like was rookie Parrish McCarthy, who's getting a little bit of playing time now. Let's see. Yep, just... I thought you were going to zig when you zagged. So Parsons is going to have to punt again. This one looks like it's heading inside the 20. It is. Fielded at the 10 and met again instantly. Breaks free the first tackle, but able to clean it up again. And that's Hamner unable to get anything going in the punt return game. Here comes Deshaun Gregory. Getting a little rattled from the pass rush, and that's exactly what this defense likes to do. They're one of the best pass rushing defenses as well. And they're number 1 again in pass defense. They checks it down to the tight end. And they just shove him out of bounds out after a gain of about 1. Or give him 2. That's Lincoln Cheeks. Very skilled physical tight end. Had a little bit of a lane, but it was shut down quickly by James Chris, who is there exactly for that reason, to shut down the run. Denario Blanton is a very speedy, very good cover middle linebacker, but he struggles against the run. Back to pass over the middle. It's picked off! I don't know who he was trying to throw that to, but that looks like LaMarcus Blades. No, it's the rookie Lennox Steven, the rookie undrafted free agent who just got pushed up in the depth chart. Comes on the field in limited action, and he's delivered big play. He had a sack last week with only 1 snap, and now he comes on the field and gets a key interception. He just stayed in the zone, read it perfectly, adjusted to that low pass. I don't know who he was throwing that ball to. Did it just slip coming out of his hands, maybe? Because I didn't see any Celtic Tigers in the neighborhood of that pass. So in excellent field position inside the red zone, and that's what this defense thrives on, the turnovers. There's a run up the middle by Kerr, and something must have happened to Triplett that I did not see, because Kerr is getting the majority of the snaps now. Gain of 1 on first down. So we're going to have to look at that and see what's going on here. There's Perry Wood going in motion. Fakes the handoff. Play action. Into the end zone, and dangerous pass. Threw it into quadruple coverage. I don't know how that was not intercepted. Dangerous pass by Kiefer Byrne. You have to do better than that. Gives the handoff up the middle. Weaving his way through all the defenses. Tyson Kerr, and they love this guy. They didn't want to know what would happen if Triplett had to miss some time, but they think that Kerr can fill in, and he's showing the reason why right there. You're a very shifty, speedy runner. Let's look at him weave his way through all the defenders, make guys miss. So that's a first down with first and goal at the 3. Heavy jumbo package in. Handoff to Kerr, and there's nobody home. No, that's Stackhouse. I'm sorry. They look so similar on the field. Both are very diminutive running backs. So there's a rare rushing touchdown for this Sentinels offense. And there was no defense. No defense! So they just completely caught them off guard. They must have thought it was going to be another run up the middle with all that beef, and they just ran it outside where there was nobody home. Wes McGuire in for the point after touchdown. It's up and good. And now the Sentinels, with just under 6 minutes to go in the game, take a 7-point lead after some costly turnovers. It's the defense, the pass defense, doing it again for the Sentinels. Best in the game. The kickoff by McGuire. It's going to be Thurston back deep. Fields it at the front of the end zone, runs it out. It's got some room. And met by James Chris and a host of others. He fights through everybody. And then the backup tight end, Ramsey, able to bring him down finally after a return out to the 30-yard line. That could have been a game breaker if he got by Ramsey. What a way to tie the game up. But alas, it will be up to the offense. Deshaun Gregory, with his talented receiving core and great running back, can they do it? Drops back to pass. Here comes some pressure. Steps up to avoid it and just throws the ball away. I can't tell you who the intended target was because there was nobody there. It was just defenders. 2nd and 10 now. Back to pass once more. Throws it deep. He's got his man beat. And almost was able to get away. Great reception. Aaron Kershaw is an amazing man cover corner, and you see that number 16, Damon Hurts, was able to get away from him. Kershaw able to make an ankle tackle, a touchdown-saving tackle, and Hurts just got by him. One-on-one matchup. Kershaw is usually the one that comes out on top, but that gives you an idea just how good these receivers are. They are in Sentinels territory at the 38. Drops back to pass. Out of the backfield is Dickerson. He's got room. Well defended downfield. Well blocked downfield. That was LaMarcus Blades with the tackle. So first down now at the 24. Back to pass. Checks it out to Dickerson again out of the backfield. That looks like London Bates in coverage. And Dickerson has not been utilized by this team that much out of the backfield, but he is a very good receiving back. Gain of 1. Back to pass again. Scans the field. Little bit of a rush. Almost picked off. London Bates jumped the route. He knew they were going to Dickerson out of the backfield. Got his hands on it. Almost had a pick 6. Back to pass and shotgun again. He's got some time. Here comes the rush. Steps up. Tanner Malone was given chase, but not in enough time. He manages to get it off to Dickerson for another first down. And they could tie up this ball game. They're inside the red zone at the 10-yard line now. First down. And they're just not covering him with a man out of the backfield. Yep, just got to put a man on him. They're using him as a weapon. You got to account for him now. They just haven't done it yet. Single back, under center. Handoff, and met in the backfield. Is that James Chris? That is James Chris. Tackling Hamner in the backfield. That is Connor Hamner, the number 2 running back. So a loss of 2 on first down carry. And you have to think this is 4-down territory. The field goal is not going to help them. They do have timeouts. They could get a field goal and then maybe try for the touchdown later after defensive stop. But with 2 minutes to go in the game, not sure. I think that's 4-down territory. Shotgun formation. Gets it to the check down. Looks like the running back. Third and 8. Handoff up the middle. Number 21, he's got the lane and a touchdown. And this running defense continues to be a problem for the Sentinels. We got a tie ball game unless they try to go for 2 here. I think they take the PAT. I don't think they're risking it here. He just got perfect blocking downfield. You see, Bates just couldn't get the block off. Couldn't disengage in enough time. The safety's recovering. They couldn't react fast enough. Give credit to the running back, Hamner. He's a speedy running back. Holcomb's kick is up and good, and we got a tie ball game here with just over 2 minutes to go. Who would have thought? It's coming down to the wire again. Just when you thought you were safe. You're not. This is the NFL. Not for long. And there's Hennessy talking with London Bates trying to figure out what happened on that touchdown. Looked like they had it bottled up, but no, they did not. Back deep to receive the kick is Kerr. And at the front of the end zone, he's going to return this one. He's at the 10, at the 20. He's got some blocking. Met at the 25. And he'll get it out to the 26. Looks like the kicker was able to make the tackle. That's Holcomb getting down the field and making the tackle. You don't see that too often. So Perry Wood has not had a miraculous catch today. Maybe we're saving it for this point in time of the game. This would be a great time for one of a Perry Wood's patented special catches. He had one last week that was the game winner. Kiefer Byrne back to pass, has some time, man over the middle, and that is Mick McCarthy dropping another one. That is 2 drops in the game for him. That is extremely rare. 2nd and 10 now. Handoff to Kerr up the middle. He's got some room. Spin move. Almost got... Nope, that is Stackhouse again. It's 3rd and 3. It's so rare for them to use Stackhouse as a runner, but I think because we have not seen Triplett, he must be hurt. So they're using Stackhouse more, as well as Kerr. Back to pass. Sideline, up to get it. And is that... No, he dropped it. That's Parrish McCarthy, the rookie. Looked like he came up with the miracle catch, but couldn't hold on through contact. Let's see who was in on coverage. There you see, lofted up where only his guy could get it. Brings it down. Number 35 is Brandon Ransom, the slot corner. Just able to get his hand in there and cause enough disruption where McCarthy couldn't hang on to it. So they're going to have to punt the ball away. The Celtic Tigers they're going to have about 1 minute and 50 seconds with all their timeouts, so there's plenty of time. And instantly, Zaire Witherspoon, he and Kent Patton, have been all over these returners on the punt game. They've just been spectacular. So it could come down to the last possession. Can the Celtic Tigers pull off a miracle here from their own 25? Back to pass is Gregory. Hits his man out of the slot. That's Dickerson out of the backfield. Just a dangerous weapon. 2nd and 5. And check down to Dickerson again. He gets away from the initial tackler. It's Felton. 1st down. Shotgun, got time. Here goes the rush, and he overthrows the receiver. I saw what he was going for, but he felt the pressure and just had to get rid of it. 2nd and 10. Just over a minute left. Back to pass. He's got his man over the middle, and he makes the catch and sheds the initial tackle. 1st down. Sentinels territory. Check down to the running back. Nope, excuse me, that's a slot receiver, number 17. Dwayne Fitzgerald, and they're going to use a timeout now. This game's coming down to the wire, folks. Sentinels 36. I formation. And they run it up the middle, and he fights forward. Did he have enough? I don't think so. Inches away. They call another timeout. I formation again. They got to be running here. And the handoff up the middle. They are running. They get the 1st down. Dickerson keeps his leg moving. He only picked up a couple, but that's all they needed. And you got to think they're going to call another timeout and kick a field goal here. Now, here it comes. The test. Kenton Holcomb has missed a lot of field goals, but not from this range. He's missed from 50 and further. He's only missed from 1 inside the 30. Is it going to be that time today? Looks like the Sentinels will try to ice him. It worked last week. No, they won't. Here comes the kick. They will. They waited till the last minute. Hennessy playing mind games. Will it work against Kent Holcomb? It worked last week. Here comes the kick. It's going to be approximately is this a 45-yarder? The kick is up. It has the distance. It is good. They take a 3-point lead now with 8 seconds left, and that could do it. That could be game winner. It's going to take a miracle play for the Sentinels to pull this one off. So they had several opportunities to put this one away, and it was a costly turnover. We don't know what happened to Dalton Triplett. He left the game at some point. I didn't see the injury. From the front of the end zone at the 1, here comes Kerr, and he's going to fight his way through, get it out to the 26. So we're going to see some Hail Mary plays. Looks like maybe just one. They do have 2 timeouts, but it's going to take some time to get the ball down the field. So it's all or nothing. Kiefer Byrne back to pass. Time's running out. He heaves it downfield. There's going to be a miracle. No, it falls incomplete. Game over, and the Orlando Sentinels lose. A heartbreaker in the waning seconds, and Hennessy is not happy. Bates is trying to console him. They had a chance. You see Gilbert Blakely, player of the game, had that returned blocked kick, and that may have been the turning point of the game. I didn't see who got the block, but we're going to find out after the game. So the Celtic Tigers improved to 8-6, improving their playoff chances. And the Sentinels are going to move to 9-5. Does that derail their season? And you can see it was an even battle on the takeaways, and the difference might have been the running game because the Celtic Tigers had that big home run to start the game. They had that block kick. It was not a pretty game for either quarterback. You see Gregory's 53 rating, 21 for 36, 226, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Byrne had a fairly good day until late. 20 of 36, 170 yards, 2 touchdowns. A costly interception, though. On the ground, Triplett couldn't get it going. He doesn't have an injury report next to his name, so I'm not sure what happened. 21 carries, 56 yards. Dickerson had a huge day. 16 carries, 150 yards, and that big touchdown. Tyson Kerr got some playing time, 12 carries, 48 yards. Stackhouse, 4 for 19 and a touchdown. Hamner, 3 for 3 yards, 1 yard carry, but one of those was a touchdown. And then you can see some negative pass plays there. Donnell White had a big game, 6 for 71 and 2 touchdowns. His biggest game of the year. Dickerson was relied on heavily out of the backfield, 5 for 39. Triplett got 5 for 33. Cheeks, 4 for 30. Fitzgerald, 4 for 43. Perry Wood had 3 for 15. A shockingly bad game for him. That secondary with the speed, maybe able to shut him down. Garfield had a big day, 3 for 51. Hurts, 3 for 58. William Peterson out of the backfield, 2 for 5. Mick McCarthy, 2 big drops. They don't count. They bounced off his hands, incomplete pass, but he dropped those open passes. Stackhouse, 2 for 12. Ramsey had a catch for a yard. McCarthy, 1 for 14. He had a couple of that one well-defended pass. They didn't count it as a drop because the defender was able to get his hand on Ransom. Blocking? He allowed 2 sacks. Chapman, the left tackle, that was something we were going to keep an eye on, and Radovich let up a sack. On the defense, their 2 middle linebackers were all over the place. Newton, you see Kelvin Stills, their talented corner. Zaire Witherspoon, a lot of those tackles were on special teams. Gilbert Blackley with 2 tackles for a loss. Diamond Frost. There's Terrence King, London Bates. Let's see, Chris had 2 for a loss. Lamb, Newton, Blackley, Frost with 1, Lawrence with 1, Monroe with 1, Stills with 1, and Felton with 1. Sacks had Tanner Malone, Denario Blanton, Tracy Felton, and Julian Stevens for the Celtic Tigers. Interceptions, Lennox Steven, LaMarcus Blades, but the one that mattered was the one from Brandon Ransom. Any fumbles? There's a lot of passes. That's Antoine Ballard. He's one of the best in the game. Marcus Blades had 2. Dickerson 1. Peterson 1. Stills 1. Stevens 1. Witherspoon 1. Ransom and Newton. The one person you usually do see in this column is Aaron Kershaw, and he's not showing up. And the one big play, that one big pass reception where the receiver got behind him, he normally makes that play. No forced fumbles. There was a fumble recovery by Blackley. I think that was on the strip sack, and they got it back. No, they're saying it was 56 yards. Did they count? So it was Solomon Alexis with the block, the 6'2", number 4 corner. And are they going to say that was returned for a touchdown? Maybe that was what it... Yes, Blackley did get... He is the one that picked it up and returned it for a touchdown. They're saying it's a fumble, but that was a punt return. Blocked kick return, rather. I'm sorry. Denton Holcomb, who's had his problems on the year, came through today. 46-yard long field goal. Wes McGuire missed one, had it blocked, but he made a 52-yarder. And had that other one not been blocked, who knows? Punting, not much going on today. A lot of punts. Inside the 20, Spencer Parsons with 4 more. That gives him 25 on the season. That's got to be the most. Kick returning. Thurston is one of the best in the game, and he had a 27-yard average, which is about what he's got on the season. Tyson Kerr had 2 returns for a decent amount of yards. Punt returning, Hamner had... This special teams for the Sentinels should just shut him down, and Kerr had a couple of good returns there. So a heartbreaking loss, another last-minute cardiac moment, costly mistakes, inconsistency on the defense and offense just cost them, and key drops and key moments. You just can't have it. So there's going to be some fallout from this in the standings, I'm sure. It's going to depend on what the Sentinels did, or what the Columbus Explorers did. You can see, didn't accomplish any game day goals. Got some upgrades, but that's not really going to matter at this point. We've got to figure out what happened to Triplett. Maybe they just subbed him out because he was ineffective. But there's no injury notice, so dodged the bullet there. Let's find out what we learned. We lost. That's what we learned. Brutal loss, Coach. That Celtic Tigers defense is tough. They are, especially with Brian Cave up front. We'll get him next time. Well, it wasn't really Brian Cave. Maybe he was the one in the middle causing all, freeing up the linebackers to make all their tackles. But I didn't really call his name that much during the game. So we're going to have to progress. The Celtic Tigers moved to 8-6. Sentinels fall to 9-5. And how is this going to impact the standings as we come close to the end of the season? Could that be the loss that derails a playoff hope? Big injury decision. That's going to be Costanzo trying to come back early. We're not going to bring him back early. Yeah. We're not going to bring him back early. He'll be back next game. We'll let Hardy still play. I don't want to risk it. And again, no injuries there. So that's going to do it for this episode. A downer for sure. Losing the game in the last minutes like that. They were on the opposite side of a last-minute win last week. Couldn't repeat the same success this week against a very talented Celtic Tigers team. And how will this affect us going towards the playoffs? There's only 2 games left. What did the Columbus Explorers do? Did they win to extend their game lead? Did they lose? Will it come down to the last game of the season to figure out playoff seeding? We'll find out. Stay tuned. If you enjoyed this episode, please let me know. Send me a like if you could. Subscribe if you want to see more of this content. And we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Just save it real quick.